Yeah, I recently heard about GenerationOne and was asked to come down here at the launch. And after studying what they're trying to achieve, I could see straight away that this is a great movement for the future for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. And it reminded me of the 1967 referendum, where all Australians came together as one, came together as a nation and said, this isn't good enough. We need to vote on this, and they made it a big change where Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people were counted for the first time, and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people were acknowledged as Australian citizens. And that aligns so much with what GenerationOne is doing, because in the census that's coming up in 2011, there's going to be a national count again, and there's going to be Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people standing up and saying, these are the facts, these are the numbers in regards to employment, education, training, disadvantagement, and all Australians will see the results from this. And this is the opportunity for everyone to stand up and be counted again and saying this isn't good enough. We need to move forward, we need to have good job pathways, we need to have opportunities, break down the disadvantagement, and have a future for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in employment. And it's time now for everyone to stand up again as one nation and say, yes, we can do this. Look, I know firsthand how important it is to stay at school and education. I left school at a very early age to go into the workforce to help support the family, and then I took 20 years after that to go back and learn what I needed to learn to get qualifications and make myself a good position in the workforce and have a good job. So it's a lot easier to spend a few years at school than 20 years later on trying to get back and get to where you need to get. And it is really important because there's a holistic approach to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders' future, and that's around culture, education, understanding, awareness, and that's up to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to understand that and gain that information. They have to go and get that themselves. But on the other hand, it's up to other Aboriginal, non-Aboriginal people in Australia to make those opportunities available for those people. So there's two parts of it, where Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people need to stand up and work towards getting qualifications and education, understanding and awareness of today's society. And there's the other side where non-Aboriginal people and organisations need to stand up to the plate and provide the opportunities for those people so they can go into those career pathways. Yeah, look, there is some opportunities. There's no doubt that there's government organisations, departments, organisations, local governments, companies and businesses that are providing opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to be employed in higher paid positions, managerial roles, but there isn't enough. It's still a very low number of places that are providing these opportunities. There's still this misconception where Aboriginal people are really good at gardening, or they like the outdoor job, or they like working in the fruit and veg, or they like the receptions jobs, or working with the community. It's not true. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people love all the other jobs that everyone else loves, and they love the income that everyone else loves as well, and the opportunities to sustain and look after their families in a really good fashion, like everyone else does too, that has those opportunities. They're not there as yet, and GenerationOne is obviously a portal now for that thing to take place, to change people's attitude around, oh no, well, we should have opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to take on executive jobs, managerial jobs, in charge of companies, high accountants, good solicitors. I think that's what GenerationOne can do, and I think it's time that all these places stood up and recognised that and changed this really long history of people just doing menial work in factories outside. People don't want it. I think if GenerationOne was saying something to the Aboriginal community, they need to turn around and say, look, it's time for you to also step up to the plate and look for these opportunities and grab them with both hands and run with them.